Hi guys, this is Andy, the Eternal Hammer, and we're back in round 4 of the Classic Daily event on the 29th of October, in my quest to bring you every single game of every single match from this event. So we're into round 4, as I said, and we're going to bring you essentially the finals match, the match for whoever wins goes 4-0 and takes most of the packs. So this is between Goat 314 and the Maniac. And the Maniac wins the die roll. Maniac chooses to play first and leads with a Thicket, but the Goat gets down a turn 1 Sphere, which is answered by a Leonin Relic Warder, the Elvish Spirit Guide enabling him to get around without Sphere. Goat responds by laying a Wasteland and getting down a Lodestone Golem. Maniac gets down the Qasali Pridemage. And the Wasteland and Strip Mine make short work of the mana base there, and then Goat gets down a Metalworker. The Qasali Pridemage has to take out the Metalworker to prevent some completely busted plays this turn. And then Chalice of the Void for 2, wow, that's a huge play, shutting out most of the Maniac's creatures. And the Lodestone Golem active is going to start trundling through and doing all the damage and killing this game off. There's now a Metalworker on the table for the Goat, and that's the game. Horizon Canopy into Vial, but the Goat's got the Crucible of Worlds. There's the Kataki's War's Wage, which is basically a tax on artifacts, but Goat's not worried, he lays down a Lodestone Golem. Leonin Relic Warder eats the Golem, and the Kataki swings in. Goat tries to get down the Chalice of the Void. Maniac Worldly Tutors for another Relic. Swings in with the Relic and the Kataki. Goat now has the Crucible of the Worlds on the table with a Strip Mine, but the Crucible is eaten by a Leonin Relic Warder. It's looking good for the Maniac now. He's swinging in for 6 power return. 2-turn clock. Oh, there's a Triskelion. That could really start to swing the game because it can take out the Kataki, and it's going to get back the Lodestone Golem. And another Triskelion. Wow. Path to Exile on 1. And now Goat's got the Crucible of Worlds going on with the recursion of the Strip Mine, and has got the Triskelion on board. So the Strip Mine takes it down. He's got the Swords to Plowshares for the Trisk. The counters get pinged at the Maniac, and there's the Batterskull coming down for the Goat. And Goat casts another Triskelion. That surely is game. And there we go. The Goat wins. Triskelion is the man of the match. And with that, Goat goes 4-0 to take a chunk of boosters. Well done, the Goat. We'll have a look at the rest of the rounds, rest of the games in this round. Gaines Banding versus Saberlord. Gaines Banding leads into turn 1 Time Vault off of a Soul Ring. Saberlord, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Trinosphere. But Gaines Banding has the Vampiric Tutor presumably gone for the key. There we go, there's the key assembled with the vault. It just needs the mana now to untap and take infinite turns, and that's it. Games Banding wins. Sabalord throws it away. Nothing he can do about these 2-card combo. Sabalord leads with Workshop into Metalworker. Games Banding has no answer. He gets his Volcanic Island wastelanded and can only brainstorm. And there we go. There's the Metalworker going crazy with the staff. There's the combo. We're now going to see a load of threats getting deployed to the table, and that's the game. So we need round 3 to game 3, sorry, to decide this this matchup. We see a turn 1 Imperial Seal from Games Banding. It's met by a Sphere of Resistance. Games Banding gets down the Mana Crypt and the Aether Druids. Sabalord goes for the Staff of Domination. Gets down more spheres. Games Banding is just simply going for a brainstorm off of the mystical. Needs to find a forbidden orchard. Digging, digging, digging. Now comes down the Chalice of the Void for 1, so the brainstorm goes on the stack. Games Banding flips the coin for the Mana Crypt. He wins it. And again, unfortunately, this replay is bugged as well. Unfortunately, there. But Sabalord takes it down. Next up, we've got the Wild Dog versus Doranoth. The Wild Dog from Clan Magic Eternal is on Dredge. Doranoth mulligans to 5. There's the turn 1 Bazaar of Baghdad from the Wild Dog. He activates the Bazaar, starts dredging with a couple of Grave Troll. Finds a Narcomoeba, 2 Bloodghast come back. The Narcomoeba gets hit by a Path to Exile. There's plenty of bridges in the graveyard. And that's the game there, with the Narcomoebas coming in, with the bridge from below's in the graveyard. There's no coming back from that. Doranoth is going to bring in the hate now to try and stop Dredge doing what Dredge does best. The Wild Dog is mulliganing like crazy, and Doranoth's got the Ghost Quarter, which is going to be able to attack the Bazaar of Baghdad, and more importantly, or just as importantly, has got the Leyline of the Void active on the table, and also follows up with the Ixalig Jailer. So the Wild Dog's going to need multiple bits of removal now to take out the 2 pieces of hate on the table opposite him, and he's lost the Bazaar of Baghdad. Doranoth increases his clock by bringing in a Gadok Teak. There's an Arbiter and an Aether Vial. Wild Dog gets another Bazaar going. Still has to deal with this Leyline of the Void. And of course Gadok Teeg turns off some key spells from the opponent as well. It turns off the Dread Return and the Firestorm. Sorry, it doesn't turn off the Firestorm. Turns off the Dread Return. There's another Jailer there for Doranoth. The Jailer comes in. And the Dark Confidant's going to enable Doranoth to be able to find his Dredge Hate. It's another Jailer. This time it's the promo art version. The Tidehollow Scalar comes in to take a Dread Return away. And we know that Doranoth's got another Jailer that he can bring in with a Vial. There we go, that's the game. So the Wild Dog leads with a Bazaar. Doranoth follows up with the Birds of Paradise, but the Bazaar of Baghdad is activated, finding Therapy, Bridge and Sun Titan, and then the next turn is activated as well. Undiscovered Paradise, giving Wild Dog availability to mana. Knight of the Reliquary from Doranoth is Chain of Vapored. Again, the Wild Dog uses the Bazaar, building up resource, looking for a Dredger. Now he must face down the Ixalig Jailer. And there comes the Phyrexian Revoker. Not too many targets for the Revoker, but again a Chain of Vapor gets the job done. Another Bazaar. And here come the Narcomoebas. Therapy's going to bring in some more zombie tokens. Knight of the Reliquary makes a return. But with two Bazaar of Baghdad's on the table and no hate from on the other side, the Narcomoebas start coming in. Heap of zombie tokens now. It's the Dread Return. And there's the Sun Titan, and it's all over now. And the Wild Dog makes the money. And the final game of the event is the Whiffy Penguin versus Visual Arts. Whiffy Penguin loses the die roll. Remember, he's on Dredge. Uses his serum powders to hopefully find a Bazaar of Baghdad. Visual Arts gets the turn 1 Voltaic Key. George follows up with Bazaar of Baghdad, which is going to get hit by the Wasteland. He did get one activation out of the Bazaar, and it enables him to find another. Visual Arts lays down the Soul Ring, no Time Vault by the looks of things. And now the Dredge player is able to activate the Bazaar twice. Finds a Narcomoeba, sacrifices that to Kapul Therapy. There's the Tinker into the Time Vault, and that's the Vault Key combo going down. But the Chain of Vapor is going to save the day for the Dredge player. He bounces the Time Vault back, and then starts dredging. finds the Fate Stitcher, which is enabling him to untap the Bazaar of Baghdad. And there's multiple Narcomoebas, multiple bridge, and I think there's a Dread Return in the library as well. In the graveyard. There it is, right at the top, the Dread Return. And Whiffy has won the game. Whiffy mulligans to 6, and the Visual Arts has got the Leyline of the Void. Bazaar is played. Visual Arts only has the one land though by the looks of things. Whiffy Penguins drawing cards from the Bazaar of Baghdad. And now Visual Arts is able to Demonic Tutor, having got the second land into play. There's a second Leyline of the Void, meaning that Whiffy Penguin needs multiple answers now. There comes the Tinker into Blightsteel, and that's game. Visual Arts levels it. So here comes the last game in the last match of the last round of the Classic Daily event on the 29th of October. Whoever wins this will go 3-1 to claim some boosters. Visual Arts has the hate in the form of Leyline of the Void, but Whiffy Penguin lays Undiscovered Paradise and then evokes a Wispmare to destroy the Leyline of the Void, and has the Bazaar of Baghdad. Visual Arts follows up with Brainstorm, digging for answers. Whiffy Penguin activates the Bazaar, and then on his turn activates the Bazaar again. Finds a solitary Narcomoeba, but then Bloodghasts come back to the table when the Undiscovered Paradise is played, and that's enough to force Visual Arts to concede the game. So there we go, guys. That's all the event coverage that we were able to bring you. Sorry for the few replays which were bugged out of our control. It would have been nice if we could have shown you how they played out. Congratulations to Goat314 for taking down the event with his Metalworker Staff Goblin Welder build, and congratulations also to the Maniac for his Green-White Hate getting into the money, for Clanmate Whiffy Penguin from Magic Eternal getting into the money with Dredge, Sabalord making the money with Shops, and finally another Clanmate, the Wild Dog, also making the money and also playing Dredge. So that's it, guys. See you next week, or the next time I'm able to record a Classic Daily event. I hope you liked the format, and leave the comments below. Cheers, guys.